Good afternoon. This is Oak AI Story Lab, and I'm your host, Joe Bandel. Lesson 2, The Emotional Beat. So welcome back to Oak AI Story Lab. In the last lesson, we talked about one of the biggest discoveries I made while creating AI movies. A clip is not a scene. A clip is a moment. Today we're going one step deeper. We're going to talk about emotional beats. Because once you stop trying to put an entire scene into one clip, a new question appears. What should the clip contain? My answer is simple. Every clip should contain an emotional beat. What is an emotional beat? An emotional beat is a small change in how a character feels, understands, or experiences the world. Not a huge change, a small one. Think of it as a single emotional step. Examples might include curiosity, surprise, relief, concern, hope, determination, wonder, sadness. The beat doesn't need to be dramatic. It simply needs to exist. The beginner mistake. When most people talk about creating AI videos, they focus on action. The character walks. The character runs. The character talks. The character finds something. The character leaves. Those things are important, but action alone doesn't create story. What creates story is how the action changes the character. Example: imagine a character walking through a forest. Walking is not an emotional beat, but this is. The character notices something unusual. Now we have curiosity. The emotional state has changed. That's a beat. A real example. While creating the fire, Rowan discovers a young fox hiding in a dry drainage channel. We saw this clip last time in lesson 1. The emotional power of that sequence doesn't come from the fox itself. It comes from the emotional beats. First, curiosity. What did Rowan find? Then, concern. The fox appears to be injured or frightened. Then, compassion. Rowan approaches carefully. Then, relief. The fox accepts help. Then, connection. Rowan says goodbye and continues his journey. Each clip contains a small emotional shift.
Something doesn't feel right.
I know. Stay close.
Look, over there.
I see it.
Let's move.
Right behind you. I know it's been hard, but we're in this together.
I was so scared I'd lost you.
I'm here now. We'll face this side by side.
I trust you, Thorn.
That's what makes the sequence memorable. Why emotional beats matter. Audiences rarely remember action. They remember feelings. Years later, people may not remember exactly what happened, but they remember how a scene felt, how a character changed, what a moment meant. Emotional beats create that experience. Practical exercise. Take one of your own clips. Ask yourself, what is the emotional beat? Not what happens, but what changes emotionally. If you can't identify the emotional beat, the clip may be trying to do too much or may need a stronger focus. Another discovery. One of the surprising things I learned is that emotional beats don't always belong to the characters. Sometimes they belong to the audience. A hidden valley appears. An ancient tree is revealed.
thought I'd never find you both. This place, it's like a dream.
It's real enough. We're safe here for now.
A doorway opens. The audience experiences wonder. That's also an emotional beat. The environment can carry emotion too. Closing. When creating AI stories, don't just ask what happens next. Ask, what does this moment feel like? The answer to that question often reveals the emotional beat. And once you understand emotional beats, your clips begin to connect into something larger. They begin to become scenes. In our next lesson, we'll look at another discovery that changed the way I create AI movies. The last frame is gold. Until then, keep creating, keep experimenting, and keep discovering. This is Oak AI Story Lab. I'll see you in the next lesson. Thank you.